In today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys why I have to keep my guinea pigs separated. As you can probably tell, this is not going to be a good story, so let's just keep that in mind. I have 3 guinea pigs, Finn, Frida, and Gizmo. I got Finn and Frida at the same time, but they were kept in separate cages at the pet store. So when I got them home, I got them into a Midwest cage and then transferred them into this one, and they were doing perfectly fine. We were worried at first, but they introduced very easily and they were very kind to each other. They would stay in the same igloo and everything. They were just really nice. The issue began when Gizmo was introduced about a year later. I started noticing that Frida started having some scratches on him, and they started out kind of like okay, like they weren't bloody or anything, but then they got really, really bad. So I started to think that maybe I should change out their cage, like maybe they didn't have enough space, so I bought that new cage that I have now, and Gizmo started getting scratches too. I couldn't see any on Finn, but I don't know if he had any or not. But I switched their cages, but I still kept them together. They weren't separated at this point yet. At this point, I started noticing that the other guinea pigs had had some issues too, like Gizmo was losing hair, and he still is to this day, so I don't know if this relates to the whole fighting thing, but I know that sometimes guinea pigs get territorial and like rip out each other's hair, so I just wanted to be sure to include this into this video just for that sake. So by this time, they're in their new cage. It's a 2x2 loft with a 2x6 bottom, so plenty of space, enough to hold at least 5 guinea pigs, so the website says. But I thought it would be all good. Like, they're in a good cage, they're all together, there's more space, they can run, they can play, everything, but it just continued to get worse. So that year around Halloween, I noticed that Finn had something wrong with his eye, and I really was starting to worry about what had happened, and I went to the vet assuming it was a hay poke, but they told me that it was probably just from the guinea pigs fighting or quarreling and just poking each other's eyes. So I got really nervous, and at the end of the day, I just kind of thought maybe I should separate them. This is when I started thinking about separating them, but I still had not gotten to the point yet that I fully separated them. The final straw was Frida's ear. If you pay close attention to his right ear in this video, it is ripped. I tried to fix it, I tried to take him to the vet and they said there was nothing that they could do. So at this point, I have them separated and I have ever since, and there have been no issues, so everything is fine now. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any suggestions for me about this situation, let me know. I seriously would really appreciate any advice you guys have. Have a great day. I'll see you next time.